What's going on, you viewers at your house or whatever? It's your boy Boiled Walnut coming at you with a legit 100% foolproof video on how to play Red Hood. So, today, you're gonna learn how to play this dude. He's the first DLC character for Injustice 2, one of the more hyped Injustice characters that, from what I've heard, apparently people have been wanting him for a long time, and oh, here he is, all in his hooded glory, because his name's Red Hood. So we're going to teach you how to play him. So, the basics of Red Hood is that he's mainly a getaway character that can zone, has decent projectiles, can control the air, and keep you on the ground. Because of his specials. Keeps you at bay with his landmines, and he's able to force you to get in. Mainly, he has some setups because of his low mine that causes for some overhead lows, which can get quite annoying. He's not a rushdown character. He's not someone that wants to be in your face 24/7. He kind of likes to control the pace of the match. He wants to force you to come in, or he wants to keep you away. It depends how you play. Depends on the matchup. But if you are up close, you do have options. So let's go over the normals for Red Hood. Standing one is, it's okay, you know, it's a standing one. His back one, though, however, is a really good forward advancing anti-air. As you can see how far that reaches and how far he extends outward. So if an opponent is jumping in and they're about to whiff, and they know they're going to whiff their jump in, and they don't press a button, you can easily just do that. His down two is also a really good anti-air. It leads into a pretty sick combo, which I'll show you. Hopefully I can get it. His forward 2 is another decent anti-air. It leads into one of his main strings we'll be using. His back 2 is a really good footsie tool to check the opponent if they're not blocking low. And that's really about it. His standing 3 leads into his main string that you're going to be using a lot. Standing 2 isn't anything crazy. So yeah, his normals are okay. His down 1 is 6 frames. I forgot to mention that, my bad. So yeah, he has decent anti-airs with back 1, down 2. Pretty decent forward advancing strings with forward 2. And a really good punishing string with standing 3 and standing 2. So let's talk about his strings. 112 is a knockdown that is also special cancelable. I don't really use this string a lot. Back 1-3 is a +2 string, a +2 on block that knocks the opponent full screen. So if you want to end the combo and you are trying to zone someone out, you can just end a combo in back 1-3 and start doing your game. 2-2-3 is a double mid hitting string that goes low. This is it is a knockdown. It's not a hard knockdown, so it's not like you can get a guaranteed mine out or anything. So just keep that in mind, but it is a really good string to punish with if they are up close. 3-2-3 is probably his best string in my opinion. It's a hard knockdown that gives you a guaranteed mine. And if they are in the air and you use it, it gives you even more time to get out of mine. This is going to be especially helpful in the corner. And his forward 2-3-1 is a high overhead low string. You're mainly going to be use this to kind of whiff punish someone if they whiff a string or something. Either that or back 2, because back 2 can go into mine. Forward 2-3 goes into mine. Basically do whatever you want. Back 2-3 is a really good launching string that is also special cancelable. Keep that in mind. So yeah, he has some really good strings. Not many, as I'll show you right now. He does not have many strings, but they all are really good and they all serve their own purpose. It's not like he has a string that is 100% useless. Like if you wanted to use this instead of this, then it's decent. But I honestly would recommend this instead of 112. So let's go over some of his special moves now, since we covered his, oh yeah, let's talk about his jump-ins. His jump-in 1 is pathetic. It literally has no range. His jump-in 3 is okay. His back foot can cross up, as you see, but it is really inconsistent because it's also pathetic when it comes to crossing up. So yeah, his jump 2 is really good. It just has a lot of startup, so if you start it really late, you'll miss. Even though the knives will come out, you know, you'll still miss, so just start it early. You'll be good. You see how active it is. Now some of his special moves. Down back 3 and down forward 3 are the main things that make Red Hood Red Hood. He is a get off me character. This is going to be his main wake up you use. Keep in mind he does not have an invincible wake up, so this can still get stuffed as well as this. So just keep that in mind. If you you can meter burn each roll. Back roll does 6 high shots. So if you do want to go for guaranteed chip damage, you can do the forward roll, which is 2 mid shots. Also, if you hit the mid, if you hit the mid on hit and on block, he pulls out guns and starts shooting overheads because, you know, it's crazy. So even if you do get this on wake up and they block it, they still have to block overhead to block the rest of the special if you meter burn it, which is also really helpful. He has his Gotham Stars, which he throws out highs and air ones. So these can be EX'd, throws out mids and highs, except if they are blocking low. The only Gotham Star that hits him is that one that hits him in the thigh, which is pretty pathetic. His air Gotham Stars, basically you recover from it instantly. As soon as he throws out the last star, you can press a button. It's kind of ridiculous. So if you wanted to go for some mid-screen combo with Gotham Stars, you can. I'm actually curious as if you can get 2 bars. You can if you want for almost no damage. So he also has a Trip Mine, which has 4 different distances. He has close, regular, far, very far. It's almost full screen. So you're going to be using this for combos since it is his only launcher, but you're also going to be using this for setups and to kind of force the opponent to either come in on you or keep him at bay. Usually you throw these out to kind of keep him away from you. Throwing these out will cause him to jump either towards you or just up, so you can throw out a Gotham Star and hopefully catch them. Or if they do jump, just you know, throw out a Gotham Star straight and hopefully it catches them when they're on their way down. It can be EX from any distance, so you can do it whenever. You cannot use an EX1 more than once in a combo, so no insane juggles that you can do. He also has... oh yeah, his gunshots can be meter burned. I forgot to say that. And I think that's every special that he has. Oh yeah, he has a parry. And he can also make his parry go low, since all normal parries, you can jump in on them, you can hit low off them, so I'm pretty sure that this parry catches overheads, whereas this one cannot catch an overhead since it is a low parry. So we'll put the opponent on record. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Let's do that. See, it's low. You can meter burn it. There we go. Same properties. So yeah, it's the exact same parry. It's just one you can do low. If you read, they're going to go for a low move. So now that we got his specials all talked about, let's talk about his trait. You thought I was going to do combos. Not yet, honey. We have a trait. So his trait is pretty cool, actually. It leads into strings, but it also has a projectile. This is a pretty decent projectile. As he shoots, he moves backwards, so this is also another reason as to why he's going to get off me character, and he wants to kind of space you out. He's not really zoning, per se. He has really decent projectiles, but it's very limited. Like, he doesn't have a low projectile. He doesn't have, like, a super fast projectile. He kind of has them that kind of keep you at bay and will check you from full screen because he doesn't have that ability. But yeah, his trait can be canceled with 1. You shoot a high shot with 2, and you go into strings. 3-3-2 is kind of like the main string. After that, you have 3 options. You can lead into his low. You can lead into his overhead. Oh, you have 4 options. My bad. You can lead into his throw. It's a high throw, so you can duck it. You can also meter burn the throw and wait. Hopefully, I catch him like this. Let me show you how. Wait. Look at how plus you are after that. It's ridiculous. And you also have a meter burn move, which I don't use a lot. Actually, I never use it. It kind of just cashes out damage. I think it's most damaging thing. So if you absolutely need to cash out damage, and you're in the middle of a trait combo, then by all means go for that. So yeah, he has an overhead, a low, a throw, and some meter burn crazy move. These all lead into strings, so you can tag the opponent with anything, and you see that it connects. However, I am going to say something right now. His trait is a little weird. A lot of people have trouble getting the inputs out, and they are a little weird. I'll explain to you how I do them. So the way I do it is after I see the second... between this first and second 3 is when I press 2, and that'll connect, and then after that you go for any option you want. So if you look at my inputs, you see that I'm actually spamming the last input. It doesn't matter if you spam it, it'll still come out. It's more consistent that way, because again, the way his trade is right now, it's sometimes inconsistent to get the strings out. Some people enter the string fully. Like if you were to do forward 2 3 into trait, they would enter it like this. It doesn't work for me, so I don't do it. As you can see, I'm entering like a full string. Doesn't work for me personally, but maybe it'll work for you. I'm just telling you how I would use it, because it is a little inconsistent. So now let's go into a couple combos. Mainly, the main thing for Red Hood is to knock you down and throw out a mine. So the combo I use for online specifically, because online is a little inconsistent itself, is I use this combo for consistency. And then, you know, mine setup, and then go, yeah, mine setup, and then just go into gunshots, which leads to basically guaranteed damage. Now I'm going to show you 3 options right now. Right here, I believe this is his... This is the max damage B&B that you can get if you want to keep the opponent on the same side of the screen. You go into his low string for his trait. The next one is his max damage option. So if you don't mind switching sides with the opponent, you can do this to maximize damage. It's really inconsistent. You see I barely caught him. The key to that is to delay your jump 3 so you have enough gravity to work with, so you can connect your 3-2 in the trait. And the next option is the setup option. This is going to be the one you use the most out of all of them. The reason you're going to use this is because the setup is basically what makes Red Hood. You see you juggle with standing 2-2 and then into 3-2-3. So the main appeal of Red Hood is his setups and able to get you off of basically hard to blockables. That's basically it. The trick though is that you have to kind of let the low hit before you do anything else, because if you let the overhead hit first, then it just knocks him to the ground. So that's one thing. And before we go to the corner, I'll try and show you the anti-air combo that I was talking about. So yeah, that's it. For some reason, I'm messing up my instant air guns. So yeah, after a down 2, you can get a mine out into a forward 2 and then a back 3. It's really cool, actually. So now we're going to go into the corner. This is where Red Hood loves to be, and I'm going to show you some pretty cool things. So right off the bat, I'll show you his... I recorded it just because I suck at getting it. So this is his max damage that he can get. Actually, what is this? Oh yeah, he can, this is his max damage off of an EX mine in the corner. I'll show you again. He does a jump 3 and then juggles into, 2-2 into 3-2-3. The timing on it is really weird. I'm still not used to it, so that is about the max damage you can get off of an EX mine in the corner. So do keep that in mind. He has a lot of options in the corner. With his overhead with forward 3 and his jump 3, he can basically harass the opponent all day. Once Red Hood gets the opponent here, he wants to keep them here. Also, with his trip mines, he's able to keep them there as well. As you see, he has this, and this is where his up Gotham Stars become really important, because once you're at this range, they for sure hit if they try and jump out of the corner. So you throw out a mine, try and force them to make a move, and if they don't make a move, then, you know, you throw a Gotham Star and you still have some frames to work with because they block the low projectile. So, right off the bat, the main thing is going to be the same. You just end combos in 3-2-3, get a mine out, and then go to hard to block setups. That's basically going to be the bread and butter. Right there is kind of the meterless bread and butter. that you're gonna use. I'll show you again. You launch them, do whatever, then my bad. Launch them, do whatever. Drop this out, and that's basically gonna be your bread and butter. 309 off of a hard to blockable in the corner is really good, and you keep looping that basically. Anytime you end the combo in 3-2-3, you get a guaranteed mine out. So if they wake up, you can block and then punish it. Even if you do read they're gonna wake up, a really cool thing is you can do meter burn forward 3, get a hit on armor, and work with it like that. So in the corner, you have really easy ways to get damage. Meterlessly, if you connect it back to 3, which is his launching combos, you remember he can do this. My bad. Meterlessly, he can do this. So almost 300 for meterless damage is great. Also, he has 2 options. You can either cash out damage, or you can go for a guaranteed traits. I mean, a guaranteed mine setup. And this applies to a lot of his combos. I'll show you right now. If you want damage, you do this. My bad, I messed up. If you want to cash out for damage, you end in 2-2-3. Now you see, if you want the setup guaranteed, and after the juggle, instead of doing 2-2 into 3-2-3, just do the juggle, go straight into 3-2, and end the combo in 3-2-3. The reason you do that is for the guaranteed mine setup, and because you have enough gravity to work with, whereas the other combo, 2-2-3 is a lot faster, and it hits low, so it hits the opponent as they're falling, whereas the last hit in 3-2-3 wouldn't hit them. So that's how a lot of his combos are going to go in the corner. You either have an option of cashing out for damage, or you can go for a guaranteed setup. So, some options he does have, if he happens to hit a mine, he can do this. My bad. If he hits an overhead mine. Bad. I'm really bad. Really bad. Why am I so bad? This, basically you do the down 2 into close mine. I still have a lot of trouble doing it. You do down 2 into close mine. I'll give it one more try. What am I doing? Oh my god, I could have swore I hit it. Oh my god, I'm bad. Well, yeah, you see what I mean. Why isn't that connecting? After the down 2, you throw the mine out, close mine, then do forward 2 into 3-2-3. You also have this option to cash out for damage. Off of his bread and butter, or you can just launch him and get the guaranteed knockdown for less damage. So this is the basic Red Hood gameplay. Is keeping you in the corner, harassing you, making you try to press a button, and if you do try and press a button, he'll punish you. So yeah, this is kind of the bread and butter of Red Hood. I still have yet a lot to explore with him. I have a lot to get better with him, but I feel I understand the basic gameplay that he possesses. So I'm gonna go for this combo one last time because I need to hit it. There we go, finally. So there it is. Basically everything you need to know about Red Hood. Really good at controlling the corner, so once your opponent is here, it is really hard to work them here. But just remember to keep using your mines, keep using your tools to either force your opponent to make a move and go in, or you just kind of keep them at bay. It's really up to you. It's been Bold Walnut. Hope you guys have learned something about Red Hood, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.